Yo, what's up guys? It's Inkling Boy back again with another video. It's been so long since I've been doing these videos. I've had school and swimming practice, a whole bunch of stuff has been going on. And I apologize for the long wait and videos not being uploaded and all that jazz. But we're back in action. And today we are not ranking amiibos, but I'm showing off my Pokemon cards. I have a whole bunch of Pokemon cards, Mega Rayquaza. They're all EXs, GXs, and I even have a little Charizard. I think, is that Charizard, or is that Mega Rayquaza? I think it's a Mega Evolution thing. I'm not sure, but we're showing off all my Pokemon, all my cool ones anyway. And I've collected these when I was a little kid. I haven't bought them in years. I have some duplicates, but yeah, we're just gonna show them off, and I hope you guys enjoy. So here we have my main boy Charizard. I always love Charizard. Just the dragon. I especially love it like the EX version. I think it's not the EX version, the Mega Evolution when he turns into a black dragon with the blue flames. That's always my favorite. We have an Emolga. I'm not a huge fan of this. It's just like is it like a mouse? Some type of mouse. I'm not sure what it is. It's not my favorite, to be honest with you, but that's Emolga. I don't know if it has a Mega Evolution form, but it's not my top of the list. Oh, we got Gardevoir. Gardevoir I absolutely enjoy. I love the Japanese, Chinese words that's like right by Gardevoir. I always thought of Gardevoir as a she, just because of how she looks. But it's not on that. It's based, like, if you play the Pokemon games, it tells you, like, they look the same based on gender. It's not, like, anything different or specific. So, but I'm calling Gardevoir a she because it looks like she to me. I apologize to anyone if that kind of upsets. That's just how I receive. Next we have Yveltal, the Mega Evolution, not the Mega Evolution, the legendary Pokemon of Pokemon Y. My favorite Pokemon game next to Sword and Shield. This dude is awesome. He's a powerhouse. When I played when I was a kid, I didn't beat the game yet, but he was powerful, really powerful. I think he had Shadow Ball on him, and when I used that Shadow Ball, I almost won every single fight, like one shot almost every single Pokemon. It was incredible versus the Team Flare guys. Those guys were stupid, to be honest. In my opinion, they weren't my favorite, next to Team Rocket, the OG. Next, we have Dragonite. I like Dragonite. He kind of reminds me of Charizard in a way, but, he's kind of, it's like Charizard, but except without the long neck, and he's more of an electric type. And that's what I kind of like about, like, I don't know why, it's like, it's a simple design and everything, but it's really cool to me. And I mean, there isn't really a whole lot to say about him. It's like if Charizard and an electric type, like, not a Molga, kind of like Pikachu, fused together to create this awesome Pokemon Dragonite. I also love how, like, it just looks cool, to be honest. I like most of these cards just because they look cool. Like, the holographic, how it, like, goes up and down. I don't really have a whole lot to say about Dragonite, other than he looks cool, and he's a dragon electric type. This is probably my least favorite, next to Emolga, Skarmory. I mean, I like that he's a flying type, but, like, just how he looks, it's not my favorite in the slightest. Like, I'm looking at this Pokemon, and, like, he'd be a Pokemon that I would get, like, for my Pokédex, and then I would never, ever get him again for as long as I live. And I think it should stay that way. He's not up there. I don't think he ever will be. I'm sorry, Skarmory. Ooh, we're getting some good ones. This is probably one of my favorites. One of my favorite frog Pokemon. We have Toxicroak. Are those... He's got blades. He's got blades for hands. Like, you can't... And like, dude, he's got blades for hand, and he's blue. And he's a toxic frog type. I love frog types. Greninja is my favorite Pokemon. If you ask me, like, in between Mega Rayquaza or Greninja. I'm going to choose Greninja. I don't care if it's a level 100. Greninja is my favorite. It's without question, ever. And that's why, the frog Pokemon always looks so cool. I can probably talk about this for a couple minutes, about how Toxicroak just looks cool. He's dashing at you. He's got a blade in his hand, blades for hands, and it looks like he wants to, have a little tussle, make some business go. And that's what I love about these freaking frog characters. Frog Pokemon, man. They're always awesome. Yeah, I never really could understand, Pokemon like Hawlucha never evolves. They don't evolve. Pokemon, I think Emolga and Hawlucha, they never evolve, but Hawlucha is awesome. He's if you watch Pokemon X and Y, he's one of those wrestlers that you would see in, not WWE, those old-fashioned wrestlers. They would do a pose, they would beat the Pokemon, and he would just kind of, do this, or keep his arms out like this, kind of like a T-pose or something. That's mainly what I remember Hawlucha for, but it looks cool. I think he's riding on water or wind, whatever this is in the background, kind of like waves almost. And yeah, that's Hawlucha. EX. All of these are EXs. Next we have Manectric. Oh, I forgot about this one. Oh, we have a lot more going on. I'm just gonna put you down right here. Manectric is, I only beat Sword and Shield. That was the only Pokemon game I've ever beaten and played through. Manectric is the one that I've met or saw for the first time in that game. And I'm not really a huge fan, but I do like that it's a dog electric Pokemon. I don't think we really see a lot of doggish Pokemon in the world of Pokemon. So it's kind of cool like that. And blue's my favorite color, so I like that as well. I like how he shines in the background with the electricity coming off of him. That's really cool. And yeah, that's Manectric. I don't really have a whole lot to say about these cards. I mainly just got them because, put them in this box and stuff because of how cool they looked at the time. I thought they were rare, but apparently there's a whole bunch of these things. Next we have, I'm going to say this wrong, Kangaskhan, I think. It's kind of like a kangaroo type with a little baby in his pocket, and he looks like he's ready to rumble. He's brown. I like the stars. You can see little stars here. I don't know if that's an attack. Kindred Kick, Triple Draw. I don't get the game. I don't think anyone gets the game, or most people get the game. But Kangaskhan is, I don't think I've ever even caught Kangaskhan ever. The only thing that really is cool for me is that he's kind of like a kangaroo Pokemon, and he's got a little baby in the front. That's mainly all I really remember from War. He's kind of down there with the lack of anything, to be honest, in my opinion. I'm just gonna, wait, before we move on, got Charizard, Emolga, get over there, Gardevoir, get over here, Yveltal, get over there, Dragonite, stay there, Skarmory, get over there, Toxicroak, Hawlucha, Manectric. These are the cards that I just don't like. Well, I like them, but compared to the rest, absolutely not. I will never compare, you will never, ever compare to the rest. Toxicroak, now you're going over here with, the best of the best. Everyone else, you're staying there. Wait, no, wait. Grab, where is he? He's in the back. Yveltal, you're going over here with Toxicroak. On the 3 piles, from worst to best to excellent. Hey, next we have Mega Rayquaza. I've never caught a Rayquaza before, but he's just awesome. He's his Mega Evolved evolution is so overpowered. I've heard, and he just looks so awesome. He's just a long dragon, and he has blue fire. I think that's blue fire coming out of his mouth. He's got red eyes, and he's one of the most overpowered Pokemon of all time. That's mainly why I like him so much. He's a dragon and he's overpowered. I'm just gonna a little closer for all of you. Man, I'm so glad I got this Pokemon. I traded a Pokemon a long time ago that looks like one of the Pokemon on this list. I think we're coming up to it. I think it was a Wailord or Sharpedo. which I'm glad I have Sharpedo. Next we have Ho-Oh, a fire flying type Pokemon with the power of flight and fire. And Ho-Oh, I don't really know a whole lot about these Pokemon, but I mainly like Ho-Oh because like he's just a flying bird Pokemon. Like compared to the rest of these guys, they don't really speak to me. Ho-Oh speaks to me kind of, but he's not really my favorite. I don't really have a whole lot to say about Ho-Oh, other than he's just a legendary fire-flying bird Pokemon. But he does got Fainted Bird and Sacred Fire, and the car looks pretty cool, and I think that's Mount Everest in the background. You can kind of see right up there. That's kind of what he's got going for him, but I'll put you in the middle with the average Pokemon. Ooh, alright. Next we have two Pokemon that I adore and I have in my Pokemon Sword team recently. We have Como GX. This dude is my favorite. He's probably the closest I will ever get, or I think anyone will ever get, to a dinosaur Pokemon. I don't know when he appeared. I think it was Sun and Moon era, which I think included that legendary Shadow Pokemon. I was kind of obsessed with that one. Never caught him, never got the game. But, he's a giant... This dude's a giant dinosaur-like Pokemon. He's got red scales, which I think are awesome. He starts as this little tiny, like, lizard dragon, and then he evolves into this incredible dinosaur beast. I have, like, a level 71 Pokemon Como on my team, and every time, like, I got a shiny once, and then I gave it away because I realized that he wouldn't listen to me, but it was still awesome to get him. He's still so cool, and he's a GX. This was my first GX that I've ever got, so I'm gonna have to put GX Como in the ultimate. That's just my opinion, though. Next, we have Aegislash, which is one of my main guy on my Pokemon Sword team. He's like a level 100, and he just looks cool. He's a sword and shield. He changes stances. He's got a little purple, I don't know, that's part of his design. Kind of like, I think, feathers almost coming out of them. And I like that he has one eye that makes him even cooler. It's a sword. He's a shield. He changes stances. It's pretty much all he does. But I love him either way for it. And I think he helped me beat Champion Leon. So we're going to have to put you in the Ultra, the rank with all the awesome Pokemon, just because you helped me beat Champion. We have another Emolga, like I said, same Pokemon. I have doubles, so we're going to have to... I'm sorry, Emolga, but you got to be put in the average Pokemon. I'm sorry. It was not meant to be, my friend. And I don't think I've ever caught you, so... Next, we have one of my other favorites, Lucario. I played Pokemon X and Y, mainly Y because I don't have X. But when I caught him, or I think one of the gym leaders gave him to me, and I just remember, oh wait, you can Mega Evolve in this game. And when I realized that, and I Mega Evolved for the first time, I thought, oh my god, this is about to go down. We are going to destroy the rest of this game. I didn't beat it. I got to the Elite Four and then bailed because I forget what happened. But I'm working on trying to beat it right now. And like, he looks so cool. He's a I don't know if he's kind of like a dog type or a fox type, but he's like he's like a human being fox dog type, and he just fights. And when he Mega Evolved, like, I can't really describe the design. He's got like the little hairs on his back get way bigger and longer, and he kind of gets a little reddish blackish color instead of the blue color. But overall he's one of the best. He's one of my favorite Pokemon, right up there next to Greninja, Mega Rayquaza, Como, and all that. Next, we have Lycanroc, which is a GX Pokemon, is a dog Pokemon. I've never caught this Pokemon in my life, but based on the card, he looks pretty cool, or she looks pretty cool. I'm sorry. I'm just describing how I see it. Please forgive me. It's a dog Pokemon that I think it's a fire and rock type. No, it's a fighting type and normal type. I've never caught this Pokemon in my life, so... Oh, stage 1 evolution. That's what the... Up here, I did not realize that. It's kind of blurry if you can't see, but I don't know the name of that Pokemon. I didn't know that was the evolution to Lycanroc. But he looks cool, he looks badass, and he's making fire and stuff, causing some action, so I'm gonna have to put him in the middle tier. I didn't think I would be making a ranking system, but hey, you never know what you're gonna do. I don't know really what I'm gonna do, so sometimes I improvise or whatever. I'm still new to this YouTube thing, and I'm not great with camera skills, but I'm trying my best here. I really am. Next we have Wobbuffet. I always thought this was, is it a golden Wobbuffet? Wobbuffet Break. I guess I'm just gonna call him Golden Wobbuffet because he's golden, or maybe he's absorbing electricity, I'm not sure. But he looks cool and he's golden, and I think this is one of the most powerful Pokemon in the game because I think he takes your attacks and then fires it back at you, and it one-shots you instantly. I try to catch a Wobbuffet that's like a level 21, and then he one-shots my level 100 Pokemon. It's nuts. So, excuse me. Based on the design and how cool he looks, and based on he can almost one-shot any Pokemon by using the same attack, yeah, right back at you on the card. Literally says right back at you. Discard all energy attached to this Pokemon during your opponent's next turn if the Pokemon is damaged by an attack, even if this Pokemon is knocked out. Put damage counters on the attacking Pokemon to equal the damage done to this Pokemon. But yeah, so pretty much he knocks the attack back at you and almost one-shot. So, and if you weren't golden, I wouldn't put you in the ultra tier Wobbuffet, but that's where you're going, man. You've earned it, man. Next we have another frog Pokemon. Not greater than, probably my least favorite frog Pokemon, but still up there. We have Sesame Toad. Sesame Toad? Sesame Toad. This one is I think it's an also poison frog type. He's bigger than Toxicroak. He kind of gives me like fighting type vibes. He's punching, but I think he's a water and poison type. He's big. He's a frog Pokemon, which of course I adore because I'm Team Frog. I'm Team Frog. If there's a frog Pokemon for a starter, I'm going to choose it. I don't care about the fire type or the freaking grass type Pokemon. If there's a frog Pokemon that's a starter, I'm going to choose it because there's a good chance that it can evolve into a ninja or a Greninja or frog ninja, which is exactly the same thing as I said. But overall, I don't think it deserves to be in the ultra tier, just because like it doesn't really speak to me as much as like Frogadier and not Frogadier, Greninja and Toxicroak, because they're kind of slimmer and can like move around fast, give punches at the same time. Well, this guy, he looks kind of more like a brute. I'm not really a fan of brute Pokemon to some degree. I think I have like Como is pretty much like a brute, but I don't know. It's just how he looks to me. But I'm gonna put you Sesame Toad in average tier. I'm sorry, like, if I'm hurting people's opinions about certain Pokemon, or if these reasons are stupid, but the truth kind of hurts, and sometimes you need to give a little truth. I'm just looking through my Pokemon. Yep, we have another Yveltal. We're gonna put all these copies of the Pokemon in the same list, because they are awesome. I'm just separating. We have another Gardevoir. I think Gardevoir. Yes, Gardevoir is in here. Ooh, the for Gallade, which I always consider to be the boy version of Gardevoir. Gengar, Camerupt, Mega Evolution. I have some Mega Evolutions. We have, oh, wow, I have 3, oh, wait. I have 3 Kangastans. I have 1 Kangastan, and I have 1 Mega Evolution Kangastan. That I'm probably going to put in, no, I'm going to put it with the rest. Even though the Mega Evolution looks a little bit cooler, I don't think it'll save it from going into the rest. Where is the Pokemon? I have so many, I don't know where I put them. Yep, Kinistan, I'm sorry. Even though your Mega Evolution looks cool and I have 3 cards of you, your time has come. You all go right here. Any more? Nope, that's it. Okay, we have a lot more Pokemon to go. Like, a lot more. But we're going to continue this in the next video because I don't want this to go on for too long. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry we didn't get to all the Pokemon just now, but I don't want the video to be 100% too long. But we still have a bunch more Pokemon to get to. And I will show you all these. I will show all these to you guys in the next video. We have a whole bunch more cards here. We got Gengar. We have Blastoise, Gallade, a whole bunch of other Pokemon. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Stay fresh, guys. Peace.